Hello there. I'm back. I missed you. We are on the 4th class trial. We are over halfway through this game. Yeah, we're just about, yeah. This case... Yes, sir. I can't afford it, sir! Yeah, I've been sleeping. I haven't played that game in a month. And the update was 4 AM this morning. Alright. Stepped in the Monokuma Rock. Man, this elevator is becoming so empty. And ghost faces again. Holy shit. Oh my god. The elevator shook violently as it descended. That's an ever-increasing speed.
Hey.
When we're in a normal elevator that shakes is bad. It reminds me how efficient the elevator in the funhouse was.
Well, yeah.
That's probably true. The elevator continued to shake. And sent deeper and deeper. And Scooby-Doo. And Wednesday? Oh, that shit going on. Holy shit. Descended deeper and deeper, and suddenly stopped like it always does. And the door opened.
Well now.
I understand your desire to applaud this wonderfully vulgar trial ground. Fuck you. But it's so exhausting to discuss useless things, so let's just get on with it already. Oh, Philly is... Is Saquon on... It would be funny if Saquon's on the field. Wait, is Saquon on the field? Most likely. Oh, so sad. My chest hurts. Forcing everyone to do this... Oh, forcing everyone to do this is so sad.
Hey.
Hey, don't go tell them without permission after I've said my catchphrase.
Now I'm really angry.
Otherwise, I'll roll a dice and based on the result, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times. And Brady's uncommon. Why is he even there in the first place? Whatever. What an extreme punishment.
Now then.
Let's get on with it once again. Oh, man. Let's get a move on. So it begins. Helps when they're happening again. And it's happening for the 4th time. To quote a nostalgia critic, "Ah, too much pink." The curtain to the 4th class trial was about to open. Neko Maru Nidai, the ultimate team manager. He was more passionate, more daring, more honest than anyone I'd ever met. Truly, he was more man than any of us. He sacrificed his body to protect Akane, and his appearance changed drastically because of that. But he still tried to live earnestly. Just when I finally got used to his new form. Nekomaru's killer is one of us. Killing someone because it's the only way to survive is no excuse. I won't let this be excused. I won't forgive this. The person who betrayed Nekomaru, betrayed their friends. I will never, ever forgive them. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. You already know. I need this. I did. I'll be a bit tired to speak. No, really, I kind of am a bit tired of speaking. Yeah, like I said, I'm a bit tired, but yeah, I'm doing fine. Alright, thankfully I won't have to do much voice acting. Here we go. All rise.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment.
Yeah, I should.
But if you pick the wrong person,
no matter how much sleep I get, it's never enough.
Besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Neko risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs!
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
What the fuck is up with y'all?
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House. We went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. Someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer.
We don't know who that
Anyway,
is yet.
it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
Alright.
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
You tell what the weapon is just by looking? Wasn't much of a mystery that were true. The only thing the crime scene looks like a weapon was probably non-stop. Can't speak, here we go. But I bust my ass. Every day.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar, huh?
Not the pillar.
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right! It was a surprise beating! The weapon is decided!
Huh? Okay, the hammer in the tower was the weapon, like he said. It looks like that's the case, but...
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar, huh?
Alright, it says the wire might be one of them. His body and left leg were tied with a metal wire.
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right! It was a surprise beating!
Nope. So you finally get it, but it doesn't make sense. The killer took Neko Maru by surprise.
Damn it!
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
Actually,
the weapon was
I
right
might be
there at the
looking at
scene
this
of the
the wrong
crime!
way. I don't know.
That pillar,
All
huh?
the possibilities I can
No,
think of
the
in my
hammer!
mind.
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
No, that's wrong.
But the hammer looks like it wasn't used at all. It looks pretty new.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
There would
Then why bother
obviously, I
cleaning
don't
the
know.
oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
You're dead.
Baby gangsta? Me?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Really?
I thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Just like Nagito in the
Then
last
what was
case.
the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The actual weapon has oil on it, but if something at the crime scene had oil on it, the broken pillar.
I see!
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon! Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar!
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Yeah.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Yeah, we did. It's fucking impossible to move. No use, barely budging. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Nekomaru.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid! He ain't the type to commit suicide!
But that
And
was
even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
that does bother me a little. That word, suicide. Oh wait, the fourth murder killing school apparently ruled a suicide. No, it shouldn't matter. No way Nekomaru will commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. Alright, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
I guess we're going through with it. Alright, I'm betting it all on the wire.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar. Is that really it?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
Tied with a metal wire.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Guess not.
Damn it!
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted... Beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Look at that button.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
I don't know.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted...
Wait, hold on. There were no fragments on top. Alright, I'm gonna use this.
Beating him with it is beyond it.
What about tipping the...
No, that's wrong! If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed it, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already!
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
The ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon. Since
hell
you
is he on
wield your
about?
4 dark davas of destruction.
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Every time we get a camera angle like that, I feel like, you know.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
2 houses are connected to the town in the middle. I thought at first too, but I can't find proof that completely contradicts that.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower...
Let me.
are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors.
Fuck! No, guess I saw it wrong.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
10 years? Whole time we think the two towers are the same building, but that was the only mystery. No way Nagito mentioned it here.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
This whole time we've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
No,
I should have seen it.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now?
Fuck.
Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
What?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem
You're
strange?
trying too hard, Soda.
When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
Shit.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
And Sonia has...
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
That couldn't have been possible.
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower? But we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Me and Akane tried to move it, it wouldn't budge.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
Could have been.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene. He could have moved it all, easy as pie. It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
Not sure.
Crap! It seems you have forgotten.
I'll try the chain.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene? Crap! It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene? He could have moved it all, easy as pie! It seems you have forgotten.
Oh no.
Monokuma is surprisingly
The pillar is
strong,
the only option left.
wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
Guess not.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
Wait.
He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Futuristic Robo-Bear? The chain and the broken doorknob, it's the only one I'm... Fuck off. Alright. The doorknob found under the tipped over pillar. The far back door, Strawberry House. What the hell were the truth?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene? Damn it!
Fuck, just start it over. I don't know.
Well, we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower. But we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there's no bread, let them eat cake.
I don't understand. Oiled, tipped over pillar. Which is it?
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing. There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing. There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time.
Impossible.
That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the pillar, the body, everything. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
What the hell is she on about? What the hell is she on about? Let me see the tipped over pillar.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Wait, we just. Oh my god, I just repeated that.
Crap! It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the pillar, the body, he could have moved it all, easy as pie!
Damn it!
Restart. How the fuck were they able to move the body?
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
This ain't it.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
What the hell's she on about?
The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene? He could have moved it all, easy as pie!
Came from the head wound. I don't get it. I don't get it. No fragments on the body. The chain was wrapped. The killer was able to enter the new looking hammer.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
That ain't it. That ain't it. That's stupid. That ain't it. Wait. Hold up. No, no. I fuck. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, what do you know? I found another typo. No fragments were there on top of the body. So stupid. I don't know. I just don't know. The oil? Wait. Oh. Oh. Don't wait a second.
Crap! It seems you have forgotten.
Then how the fuck would he do that?
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the...
Allow me to cut through those words!
I should have known. I should have known. The oil.
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
Only you, Soda.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment
Speaking of, where's
involving the
Legolas
handbook
when
I
you
left
need
on
him?
the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the E-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
They're taking the hobbits to
If it's the same
Isengard.
building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
Mystery time, the secret of the funhouse. Well, we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. And the only way we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues. Okay, I feel like we might have to choose someone. Just the one.
Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was
I thought we
coming
would
up.
have to select someone, but I
Fine.
guess not.
I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly.
Does he know this is a stupid
It's
game?
also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determined. Is he talking about the traitor? So, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Something happened to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
He performed the appropriate action in order to learn a secret. Could he be talking about, yeah, the life-threatening game?
I see!
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep,
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
see? This is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Lots of things should make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
What doesn't make sense in this picture? I guess the trees. Where are all these trees here?
Here! You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
I see. And is that it?
Not too sure, lots of things don't make sense in this photo. Means there are other contradictions contained in it. What doesn't make sense in this picture? This too? Tower. Only one tower. Not unnatural.
Crap!
I guess this. No, that's also the tower.
Crap!
Do I have to choose these again?
Crap!
Reload. Alright, just purposefully reload. Since we such screw-ups, we've sewn back together wrong.
Here! You said this photo was
Let's
taken from
review.
the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry
The
House.
first floor.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
I see. And is that it?
Lots of things that don't make sense. There are other contradictions contained in it. But what doesn't make sense though? Alright, okay, just to be safe. We got the first part right. What doesn't make sense? This is the first floor. And that's the tower. This is the final dead room. Something higher up? What the hell? Is it the background? We can't see anything?
Here!
Oh, yep, it is.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was,
Alright.
Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
But no grape house to be seen.
Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no grape house at all.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me. If you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Is he talking about the one time? Hello, Hajime. Why are you here? Because I showed up? How'd you even come here? Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The elevator,
The top
naturally.
floor, right?
I don't know.
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
Wait, the top floor?
Top floor. So the third floor?
Oh, now I think I get it.
The Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint to figure out the mystery behind the funhouse structure? The reason Neko appeared from the third floor. Using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright. Logic dive. Alright, 20 health left. Here we go. Well, yeah, they exist. How stupid question is that? We're not delusional. We've been in both Strawberry House and Grape House. They are the same building. You can only come to one conclusion.
It's all coming together! Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different three-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Where Strawberry House is located, the floors above.
I see! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap! I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with 2 different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were 2 separate, distinct buildings.
That's an interesting
In
building
order to
design.
conceal the unique design of the funhouse,
That is unique.
Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
You're watching MTV again?
It's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those 2 houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
I feel like... might be thrown into another one.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Keep talking, pal. Alright. Strange feeling in the tower. I'm gonna use that.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers
One of the bodies, there was just one
was
though.
actually a dummy.
No!
You
No!
mean a fake body?
No, there's just
Nekomaru
one.
died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was the fake body?
Now we think there are
Shut
two.
up! Just pick one of
Now
them.
we think there are 2 bodies. A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed? Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? What? Is there something like that even possible? What? Here's the thing. Exactly the same. They're exactly the same.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Do whatever you like.
And hurry up, dumbass!
Dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Nope.
No, that's wrong! Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said...
Parts carefully arranged while just some of the body all moved too. You are definitely
right up until that
Yasuhiro.
moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Great Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
I did not know that was a joke.
You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
Well then.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
A device like that? A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. Hangman's Gambit? Well, okay, if we have to. I mean, it's very obvious what it is. There's no more E's. Alright, not yet. That's it. And it's gone. Alright.
Got it! You must be talking about an elevator.
Why did we need to have a
Saying
Hangman's Gambit for
Nekomaru's
that?
body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
This is like the perfect moment for anyone to be like, "Oh, joy!"
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room.
I don't know, it
right?
doesn't explain the doors on the back though.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator,
Yeah, the doors.
then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Indeed.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
Yeah. And the grape door had the doorknob
But
broken
when we
off.
entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change will move between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. Shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all move with the elevator. The one thing they all have in common, they were all on the floor.
I see!
Yeah.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And?
Well,
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
Something unique about the elevator? I guess only the floor moves.
I see!
Yeah.
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
What?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Well then.
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
So I'd probably use these parts to repair the button. But seriously, hold on. We do repair the button. What's gonna happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? Dorley's Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. You fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see. Now that you mention it, completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality?
Yeah, he has a point. We still didn't answer that question.
Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is
They've
on
been
your
talking
right,
for a while.
and your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I'm a fiend. I agree. What does this mean? If two houses are connected vertically, the position of the towers would be the same in both houses. In fact, my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, tower's on my right. While my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, tower's on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? If Kazuichi's account is a truth bullet, then I might use that. Depending on what they say. Fihiko. Yep, there's Kazuichi.
The two houses are connected vertically.
But, the contact elevator is also one of them.
The elevator should move.
Contact elevator, huh?
Vertically, not horizontally.
Houses. If the contact elevator is behind you,
I think we missed it.
the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning
It's clearly contradictory.
Comedy
What's
duo.
with this iron curtain of teamwork?
So Gundam Sonia match an argument. Sounds like it makes sense, but is that really correct?
if the two houses are connected
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
No,
Well,
that's wrong.
Oh, fuck, we just had a sound glitch. Fuck.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically.
Okay, I was correct. I just didn't
Isn't that
think
right,
quick enough.
Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
Oh my
It was
god, the
probably
FPS on
following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun!
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear! So I was never human to begin with!
Okay, I guess you have
I'm
a point.
different from these lowly humans!
So we're done with the secret of the
I
fun
dropped
house,
my
right?
headphone case.
Then
Fuck.
let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon means? 8.
See. If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides,
Where
right?
did they get the octagon
I
thing
didn't
from?
expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
It's probably... Strawberries?
Crap! Crap! Crap!
When was the last time it saved? Okay, well that's gonna be a problem.
Here!
That is so unconventional.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it.
That is...
The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room.
Stupid octagon.
In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse. Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Boss, dread then the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How'd the killer use that to murder Neko? And who's the killer who did that? We might get a suspension. Alright. Suspend.
Hiya!
Why, hello there! I thought of a new bad word to call Monami. Ugh. I can already tell I'll be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insult and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monami is the serious too fatly. The fuck is that? That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stu fatly, huh? Stu fat. Wait. I think I get it. I don't know. That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack and incorporating all three of these would be that Stu fatly. There's a fat hidden in there. That was the most obvious thing, Monami.
Okay, everyone, all together now.
Monami is a serious Stu fatly. All right. Resume.
Hello. I hope your day is well.
I'm tired.
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Ugh, my heart's thumping like crazy.
Doki
I might
doki.
as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! Ah, but be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Indeed.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Give her a song.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
It's definitely that.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Alright, I'm gonna charge my phone. Nagito, as usual, can't tell what he's thinking, nor if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building's structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death. Huh. He was horribly damaged if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building's structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure? Falling?
I see!
Yeah.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Wow.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
Nekomaru died from falling. Where'd the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I want to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. Oh, here we go.
When the elevator
is on the 1st floor.
I have to regain my health.
You can't go through the door on the floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
I need to make it clear so they understand that Nekomaru felt it was death. Looks like it's all up to me.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
The broken doorknob. The tipped over pillar. Screws at the base are pulled out. Some kind of scratch marks on the knob itself. On the doorknobs from the far back door of Strawberry House was missing. Evidence of a struggle.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
So they're gonna keep cutting that off?
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
It might be the whatever it is, Nekomaru fell.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
Fihiko's account is there. the first floor of Strawberry House, which is the 4th floor, at 5 a.m. But that wouldn't prove much.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Wrong! Did we forget to save again?
Damn it! When the elevator
Do we have
is
to
on the
memorize
first
the statement?
floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
I was wrong.
Damn it! When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Nekomaru felt it was death.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
Wait. That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor.
Damn it!
Oh, I'm sorry.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
Damn it!
When the elevator is on the 1st floor,
The clock's arms are stopped at 7:30.
you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator? As long as there's a
He wasn't moving.
No, that's wrong! That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Gotta make sure I don't fuck this up again.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from, yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
Way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea. What way could that be? I think it's the time to present that. Who knows?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Sonia.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
Sonia.
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
It is. I agree with that.
I agree with that. Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it?
Yeah, evidence of a struggle.
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Mekamaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Mekamaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung. Kinda like.
You better not finish that sentence.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Kazu!
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. What? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
Before I get screwed over again.
Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall. Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him up. There's no way they could do that.
Oh fuck, we're out of cuts! Beautiful Kazuichi's wondering. There's a difference in elevation inside the tower. It was used to kill Nekomaru. Need to find the...
Even if they suspended Nekomaru, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
I don't think so.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
He was in sleep mode.
If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain. Moving the elevator with it's just impossible. End of story.
Hold on. Thanks, Kazuichi. I think I figured out how the killer dropped Nekomaru. Alright, if I use that evidence, I should be able to break through Kazuichi remarks too. One of the pillars on the side of the door that was tipped over. I'm only thinking he fell and he hit his head. And that is how it was done. The screws at the base are pulled out. There are some scratch marks on the knob. One of the doorknobs from the far back door of Strawberry House was missing. So this doorknob was originally attached to that door. Okay, the screws at the base are pulled out. Maybe it's this one, or unless we don't have it.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way. But in that case, you still won't be able to moving the elevator with Nekomaru.
Really shows how weak his remarks are.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Wrong! What the hell are you even saying?
Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain that moving the elevator is just impossible. End of story.
The clock's alarm timer? Alright, the clock's alarm timer. Let me go over that one. Now, the alarm timer, it was set to 7:30. The clock's arms are stopped around 7:30. He used that to recover from sleep mode. I might be wrong.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Didn't think I'd be right.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
Well, he had an alarm
He has an
set.
alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
You woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why.
Then you'd be freaking the fuck out. Naturally.
If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... I see my full power! Ah! With fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power and grabbed the doorknob with both hands. But... not yet. 1 million horsepower. In a creaking? You break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. That's really what it was. And that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest.
What?
I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Soda!
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
Soda!
This guy. He gets off on this.
So thanks to that
I think we
alarm,
found the real pervert of this
Nekomaru
whole
ended
thing.
up falling while he was still hanging
It wasn't
upside
Teru
down.
Teru.
That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too,
anyways.
right?
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think that happened to him was... Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. He collided with the pillar.
I see.
Bullet came out of his eyes.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar.
Yeah,
Isn't that
and I
it?
think as a result of that, the pillar fell.
Finally, the pillar!
Indeed.
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
I guess in a way, yeah.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
He hit the pillar, then he died.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
You're calling him that again?
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible.
What do you mean?
Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Taichi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
No, mister, I don't understand. Seriously, just one after another. But I can't choke up by the time like this. Just a little more, I'll be able to reach the truth. Don't come to the climax of this trial. There should be definitely a clue to breaking through this contradiction. The radio clock for Yahiko's account. Goodnight button.
We headed for Grape Tower.
Alright, let's check the radio clock. Or wait. Wait. Wall clock. Is it here? Yep,
Before
it's here.
7 a.m., I am certain.
Yes.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest
Was off at 7:30.
was set for 7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
They're 2 hours apart.
The killer probably did some tampering.
I'm pretty sure they did.
They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
That's gotta be it.
Not far off. I don't know. Okay, the alarm that caused Nekomaru's death rang at 7:30. We discovered his body before 7. You need to crush one possibility at a time if I'm gonna break through this contradiction. Okay, I think I know which one to use it on.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
Yes, before 7 a.m. we found the
But the
body.
alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
White noise. Oh, that's wrong.
Crap!
Is it
We
the wall
headed for
clock?
Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was
He
discovered.
woke up, then he fell.
One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Fuck. I Damn it! That was the last one, okay? That was the last one.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for
Let me test this out.
7:30 a.m.
Wrong. Alright. Reset. Maybe I have it wrong. Before 7, 7:30, messed with the body. The wall clock is the only thing I can think of. The wall clock, 5:30 a.m. Look, this is a really detailed description. See, okay, 5:30 a.m. The alarm on the wall clock in the lounge. Strawberry House second floor started going off. Fuyuhiko was by the lounge. Man, stop the alarm. Kazuichi and Gundam rushed to the. Okay. Oh shit! It doesn't explain. No, the contact elevator was broke. The clock alarm's timer. The alarm was set to 7:30. It was before 7. The radio clock. The clock in Nekomaru's chest receives radio waves at fixed intervals and automatically adjusts itself if its time is off. Basically, it's an amazingly precise clock that can't be tampered with. Oh man, I should have known. Now I know what it is.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death, one of those must
Be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock.
Nope, it was never tampered with. It can never be
that's
tampered
wrong.
with. I forgot all about the radio clock.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
No way in hell.
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
Really
I
gonna...
never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Based on the camera angle, I think we got a logic dive. Indeed we do. And here we go. I don't know who enjoys this part of the game. Well, I enjoy it to an extent. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? Let's say when the murder happened. Wait, no, it wasn't that, it wasn't that, oh, fuck. It was the yellow one. The time in the... Wait. The time in the building. Because we couldn't possibly know what time it was. Like, we had to wake up on our own accord. Which clock was tampered with? Neko Maru's clock can never be tampered with, so the building's clocks. We had no reason to doubt Neko Maru's clock. Question 3. Which house at the wrong time? Both houses? It might have been both houses. It might be both houses. It is both houses. Okay then. It was both houses. We all got fucked over by the time. We really woke up of our own accord, and we fucked up.
It's all coming together. You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
There he goes
Now's
again.
not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
She's right. That's the main problem. I need to clarify about how much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm gonna reach the truth in one go. And I am glad I saved at that point. Alright, here we go. Now, Fuyuhiko says that he appeared around 5 a.m. That's what he said in his account, right?
If the time in the building was all messed up,
Alright, let's review.
then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death
Indeed.
was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Yeah, it was 7:30.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
The sound when he fell.
Or his scream.
His
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
It's... How much time did the killer adjust the time inside the building? How do I even figure that out?
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Now, the clock's alarm timer, it was set 7:30.
The time of death
Now, Fuyuhiko's account, Fuyuhiko saw Nekomaru at 5 a.m. Akane heard a rumbling noise at 5:30.
was clearly 7:30 a.m.
It was not...
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be?
Okay.
In our time.
It will be 5:30.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that?
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Yeah.
And a great clue.
Wait. Oh, I think I did it too late. Alright.
Or his scream.
But I'm gonna try that one again.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
What's with that pose?
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
No mistake about that.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound.
Akane heard the sound.
I agree with that.
So I was right. I was late to react.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
If that rumbling sound was heard at 5:30, you like the answer to how much our time was off. Yep, 2 hours.
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30,
We were 2 hours behind.
that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only
If you
Nekomaru?
messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing? If they're trying to lure only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is... clock's alarm, I'd say. No, wait, no, wait, no, no.
Damn it!
Wait. He would have to wake up for this. Tai Chi.
I see! That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
Well, we have to be there at 7,
We were required
yeah?
to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us? We wouldn't be able to attend on time. That wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time. That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
And when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule. I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
How outrageous! Honestly, I expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. Turn out like this after all, I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
Which is it?
Not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Now you've got me confused.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his
I
guest
think
room.
now we choose who it is.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? Man, I have to go frickin'. Dude was right next to me. I was aware that the lounge clock was ringing. After all, I rushed over there, didn't I? When a rumbling noise occurred soon after, I was with. Fuck.
Crap!
It doesn't have an alibi.
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
Oh my god.
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
What the hell you want about? He couldn't?
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret is what these three have in common. I think could this also be the secret that points to the killer? Who knows? The Hangman's Gambit.
X.
Okay, I think the letters are pretty obvious. D, E. Oh my god. Oh my god. Regenerate the health. Alright, clearly a plural. Clearly a plural. Oh my god. Kind of glitching out. Alright, hurry this up. Okay.
I got it!
I mean, they have to be soundproof, like the dorms in Trigger Happy Havoc.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Yes, rooms are divided by quality grade. Deluxe room is soundproof, has excellent air insulation. Alright, now let me save the game really quick. I'm gonna take a little 3-minute break. I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Alright. Alright, back. Let's continue. The deluxe room is soundproof, excellent air insulation. Standard room may have so-so insulation, still pretty decent. And the crummy room is absolute shit, lives up to its name. Severe airflow draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the
I don't think I
rumbling
could handle
noise-
that. Crummy
right.
room, me and my
It
asthma.
was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
Is that what we're calling it now?
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Really?
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer. Decisive factor?
Somehow, I feel like I understand what Nagato means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. Now do I choose?
You're the only one! Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it,
Gundam?
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? This raucous, louder than the supreme rule of the netherworld, bellowing for a sacrifice. Don't making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10.
10.
That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room
They've
to
been
go
talking
to the
for a
bathroom.
while.
By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
You still have to go through the closing
Hold on a
argument
second.
first.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
We finished with the prologue days ago.
What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say it's just a farce.
What the hell is he on about?
Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Ew.
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Sure as hell discovered something.
You said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was
My
present
brain
when
is
the
broken.
alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
It's wrong. Something is obviously wrong. That's when a contradiction is born. No such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Here we go. The goodnight button, vehicles account. Wait, is that 8 of them?
That elevator was
What? No way, it felt like, I don't know.
the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Secret passageway? A contradiction is when something is obviously wrong. No contradiction I can't shoot through. I'm gonna find out what it is. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'll shoot through the contradiction.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken,
It was broken at the Grape House, so the last person to use it would have arrived at Grape House. And he was there in Strawberry House when it was broken.
Your assumption collapses!
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
I don't know. A secret
That
passageway?
elevator was the only means of travel between.
Wrong. What was the only means of travel? What?
That elevator was only means
Okay.
of travel between. As long as
I
that
think I
elevator
know
was
what it
suction
is.
co-
I
Plus,
think
the
I
elevator
know.
was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to
Since I was at Strawberry,
There's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret.
how much longer do
I
why
could-
don't we stop this already?
This is the only contradiction I can think of.
That elevator was the only means.
It wasn't.
No, that's wrong! No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Nagito. Nagito.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know. What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
The final dead. Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up. Wait, hold on. Nagito's sudden appearance was supposed to be at Strawberry House. The contact elevator should have been broken.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show off. But
Can you
you're
stop
right.
calling me that?
There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame! However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
And this guy is everyone's favorite? Seven.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say!
What the hell is he on about?
Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
It's exhausting. Just listening makes me tired. Need to skillfully cut back against the word too.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Which is it?
I can't back down! I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
What the fuck does that mean? Probably means try proving the evidence that the killer went to the Octagon, right? If that's the case, I should have it too. The key which dwells in the light. That will break through the darkness.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
What the hell is he on about? What the hell is he on about? I don't know which one it is. He went to the Octagon. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon.
This is the only thing I can think
Don't
of.
bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blood.
Allow me to cut through those words! The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
That's like the third time you said that.
Hey, what do you...
When the fuck?
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru.
We don't get to see a comic
the
strip?
elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Which is it?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And, without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower.
And Hajime would do this
There's
with
no
no
way he
interruption.
can fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
I have a feeling we have a PTA.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested. I'll provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Panic talk.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! With crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! With crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end!
Couldn't have done it alone.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course, that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Diva. Time has come to lend me your aid. He didn't need to have one of the hamsters to do it.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
I miss
Hey,
Ibuki.
with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mekamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road.
You're so pretentious.
Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Let's begin. Number 1. Who set the lounge clock's alarm? Duplicate page. Bunch of fucking jack-offs. Oh, that's a duplicate. tampered with the evidence? Alright, now I'm just putting in random pages. Fuck. Stock 3. Who was in the lounge? Well, Fuyuhiko. He can't sleep. Who set the lounge? What? No. Basic contact elevator, hamster, and murder. Killer destroyed what? The door! Last stock. Please. If I could, I'd play a Super Nintendo controller. Why did Nekomaru fall? The doorknob broke. Cut!
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House Lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations,
So I have heard.
the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile.
Yeah, I know, sir.
From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage. So they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Well then. And I still get an A, even though I wasted all that time on the non-stop debate. Whatever.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote.
Which means I'm gonna have to start
Who
voice
will be
acting.
chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
You have a tongue? How does that even work? Alright, whatever. All rise. Ugh, it'd be bad if I bit my tongue again. So I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right. The one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing Funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already. Get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial's finished, but that doesn't mean the incident's over. We can't finish yet until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Fall, my tears.
Why do you want to talk to Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct?
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost. And died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
We won't be hearing that as much anymore. If he was trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain! Fine then. Then I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. Huh. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell you this.
He was serious too. Gave it his all to try to kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You wanna know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself?
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that? Wait, hold on. I'm confused.
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why? Why'd you fight? We're all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell you this.
However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment. I'm here feeling of resignation. Wait, are you telling us to just wait till we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall, my tears.
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That's simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life is just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog-eat-dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures, at some point in their lifespan, engage in cannibalism.
Listen well!
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this world.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy toward life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did? But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Ugh.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I have already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
fall, my tears.
But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime.
You...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that... Well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka!
Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in... $10 trillion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait!
This is just too much.
I beg of you!
Please, Monokuma. Please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia.
I beg of you!
How pitiful.
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam. It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However,
what is it, my 4 dark devas of destruction?
We can't forget about them.
Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared 4 dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
He scares the living shit out of me. Gundam has been found guilty. I don't know what he was trying to do before he got hit. Probably just simple teleportation. I can't think of anything other than that. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then, what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it! I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You all spent so much time worrying about each other. Thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit. Every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me.
The worst.
Damn it. Why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer. Clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell. I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey! Hey!
So, how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? The class trial's over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so I'll make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on. How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he gonna keep doing this? How long is this gonna continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. And, oh, that was quick. Well then, let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey, hey!
Oh, hold on a sec. That mochetta stood up fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live. Right? He's certainly someone else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey, hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then after we're full, we'll sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. But at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Yep. I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information.
Well,
I guess they were too busy with other matters. Or maybe they've reached their limits. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this, once and for all. Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma appears!
Alright, Monokuma's arrived! Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight, too?
What's the matter?
So, what's up? Your face looks scary. I see. So you can tell. Ah, perhaps you found out who the traitor is? You know me well.
Wow.
Is what I'd like to say. But unfortunately, I haven't learned that yet. I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So, why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love? What the hell is wrong with you?
Hey.
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
You don't even know?
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students will be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right. I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But
if this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
hey,
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? Well, what's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up.
Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No.
Well, it's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. It's not entirely true. I don't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Cooperation?
Hey,
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I...
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
Right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean,
Unbelievable.
I want to make everyone in your group feel despair, but that includes you too. Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought. You saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you. I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone is as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, it must be extremely unlucky. But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Well...
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
You don't know?
Would you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't really rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I guess I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him. Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is it the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question.
That's...
If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? And then there were 7. That'll be it this time around. Yep, stream is over. We have 2 chapters left, along with the epilogue. Now is the time for us to raid. And I have not chosen who we are going to raid yet. We're going to raid... Don't know who to raid. I think I know now. Alright. We're gonna raid Zuyame. I think that's how you say it. Currently playing Valorant. Now, that playthrough of Pokepark 2. Yeah, it's an annual thing. I have to play it before the year is over. So it might be this weekend before Pokemon ZA releases. So, yeah. Maybe expect it on tomorrow or Saturday. Most likely Saturday more. Well, thanks for hanging out. Big cheers to you for watching. Good night. Powers it unknown. Even after all that shit, Gundam still freaks me the fuck out. Like, what the hell is he on about? Anyways.